surprised by it. Versus 7-footer going down on the wing. He doesn't handle the ball that well on the move.
Michael Cooper, number 21, whom Russ mentioned, of course. Now against Seattle, 6 men had to carry the burden for Paul Westhead. Billy C. got more minutes out of his bench. Cooper went to the left hand, and there was the remarkable Bobby Jones. And here's the doctor. Goes to Caldwell. Knocked away by Kareem. Outlet to Cooper. It's 2-on-1. There's Nixon on the other side. Norman maneuvers. Bobby Jones came out on him. Doesn't get the roll, and it's Caldwell Jones. Off of Jack Madden, out of bounds, and it'll go to the Lakers. It hit Madden as it was going out of bounds, and Madden was already over the sideline.
If that ball had hit referee Madden and bounded inbounds, the ball would have been in play.
Depends on where he's standing.
Right.
He has to be on the other side of the sideline. He was out of bounds. Here's Magic. Cooper goes into Kareem. Look at Bobby Jones come around the horn, and they get it inside to Jamaal. And I tell you, Russ, Bobby Jones, he is a defensive phenom.
Well, you see, that's what's happening now. Right now, on Kareem, he's got the 76ers overreacting. Now, Bobby Jones came all the way from the weak side to try to sneak up behind Kareem to stop that shot. But he left Jamaal Wilkes wide open under the basket. And that's when you overcompensate. You've got to gamble. Sometimes you do it and sometimes you don't, so that you can make the offensive man guess what you're going to do.
And at the other end, Cheeks at that field goal rush to pull the 76ers to within 4. We've got 3:37 here in the first period of game 1. There's that backdoor play to Magic. Goaltending Jones.
I know the Magic, that arm is bothering him today. Besides being sick, you know, that arm that he had the trouble with in against Seattle, because he got a bad bruise on it. Because when he's shooting, it's like he's throwing bricks up there.
Against Cooper. Let's watch that goaltending play. Now here's Bobby coming right in behind.
He made a game effort to get back, but he was trapped on the play defensively. Kareem made a beautiful feed right on the money to Magic.
Spinner by the doctor.
Going left once again.
Now Cooper's one of the guys that's quick enough to make the guard Julius to keep him going to his left, to his right. And so now when he's making that jump shot, that makes it just impossible.
You know, saying that the doctor can only go to his right is like saying that Joe Louis can only knock you out. Nixon, 24-18. Lakers over the Sixers, 2:50 first period.
Now the Lakers have offensively that tandem working of Nixon, Jamaal Wilkes, and Kareem. Those 3 guys, the 2 guys hit outside and Kareem inside. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the Philadelphia defense.
A spinner. Tapped in by Jones, who was all alone on that side.
They did not block him out, and Bobby had perfect timing. Went right up and slapped it right at the peak of his jump and got it off the glass.
And Westhead will try young Mark Landsberger. And Billy C. swearing the ball was out of bounds that time. And Jamaal Wilkes left alone, and Billy not happy.
He also thought he was charging on that play.
That's just a little contact. No blood.
Jones back to Cheeks. The veteran Henry Bibby due to check in for the Sixers. Collins back to Cheeks off the double team. Spins. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And look at the offensive rebound. That time there were 2 Sixers there. The doctor and Caldwell.
Fouls on Kareem on the play, but actually it was Caldwell that knocked it away from Erving, or he would have grabbed it and probably got himself another layup. We've got a timeout with 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Lakers 26, Philadelphia 20.
We are back, and of course on Wednesday night you'll watch Game 2 live in Los Angeles, 8:30 on the Pacific Network, live in LA. And Doug Collins, stricken by still another injury and unable to play in the championship series. The last time the Sixers played for the title, of course, was 3 years ago against the Portland Trail Blazers, and Doug was a very big factor in that series, as was Julius Erving, who scored better than 30 points in 3 of those games, with the Blazers winning it in Portland in a decisive 6 games. So the Sixers are back, and Bobby Jones began his assault, and Mark Landsberger fouled him. Russ?
Julius Erving is going to have an interesting next few minutes. He's got Michael Cooper guarding him, and Michael Cooper is... he's kind of tough defensively. He is tough defensively because he's very quick and he jumps.
And it might be a little interesting for Mr. Cooper, too, in the next few minutes.
Yes.
It works both ways.
I'll tell you, neither one of them are going to go to sleep the next few minutes. You can believe that.
Russ, Bobby Jones, physically maybe he's not amongst the top dozen specimens in the NBA, but what is it about Bobby that makes him so good defensively, your specialty?
Well, first of all, he has good speed. He's quick. Plus the fact he has speed and quickness are two different things. He has both, and he has good balance, and he has excellent lateral movement. In other words, he can move from side to side just as well as he moves back and forth. And he's fundamentally very sound.
He was denying Jamaal the pass, and Wilkes came around the screen that time. Bobby trying to find him, and now Henry Bibby, the veteran from UCLA, has it knocked away from Cooper, but they threw the ball over Kareem's head, a little over-anxious on the pass. Kareem was all alone. They could have taken a day and a half and gotten it to him. He'd have got the layup.
Excuse me, Russ, on that play when Bibby lost it, that's where his teammates should have been helping him, to not tell him that people are coming from behind. And the Lakers forced him threw the ball away.
And if you're going to throw the ball away, that is the kind of pass to throw away.
And that is Cooper. Earl Strong says he's got 21, and it was Cooper attempting to deny the ball from Julius Erving, keeping him out high. And the doctor comes up to the free throw line. 5 team fouls on the Lakers and 3 on the Sixers. 26-22. Lakers by 4. And this interesting shot that director Sandy Grossman pioneered here at the free throw line.
Good. Julius has rebounded a lot better, as well as his scoring in the playoffs. Randy's averaged about 8.5 rebounds per game, which would indicate he really wants the championship.
Missing that free throw that, of course, at the end of the game could loom so critical. 26-22, still at 4. And Caldwell is inside on Kareem. It's remarkable, Russ, how graceful Abdul-Jabbar is when he gets the ball and swings into action on that sky hook. Nixon maneuvers, spinner, and Cooper came over and Bibby got the board. Bibby checking over his shoulder, doesn't want anybody slipping in behind him again, and here's Lionel Hollins up over Wilkes. It's a 2-point Laker lead. Landsberger with a hand. Here's Hollins again. Now the Sixers can tie it. 3-on-3. Julius sends it back to Lionel. All alone, right baseline with deadline.
That's a great fast break. Fast break doesn't mean you got to get down there with a lot of speed, but timing. And Julius was very patient with the play.
Russ, what about the pressure in a championship series? Any different than what they've already gone through in the playoffs?
Oh, it's so much different. And the closer you get to the championship, the more it becomes a media event, and there becomes different kinds of pressure. And another thing is, you get teams can get this far and have great years, they lose, and then everyone's disappointed. And, you know, and then you get all kinds of pressure. Plus, you're playing against good players at every position, every game. You see, during the regular season,
Did you see
guys...
out of bounds?
No, sir. We just saw a replay there, Russ, and they called Cooper for stepping out of bounds. Didn't look like his foot was on the line.
Oh, well, Jones. How about the pressure on the referees in a championship series? That's tough. We'll explore that as we come to the end of it. You think about that one, and we'll get back to it in just a moment. We've come to the end of the first period. Game 1 of the NBA World Championship Series. We'll be back from the Forum in Los Angeles, the Lakers and the Sixers.